Alrighty, we are about to get started right now. Welcome everybody to the first finals match of Resurrection Cup 2023 here. I'm your streamer slash caster Firm Cheese. I am bringing you an exciting match between the third seed Sleep Accommodation, which is led by their captain Welter and followed by Lucrece, Maya Kokoro, Nathan, Ram 1918, Scrowell, Les Perry, Amot Cone, and Raicho. And from the 16 no title, they're gonna be led by Altipier, Spectre, Allegrissimo, Pain, MX 10000, MX 10002, which is also known as Sison, MX 10003, also known as Chipori, and MX 10007, also known as Jung Young. Primarily South Korean team up against Sleep Accommodation here, and it looks like we are getting to the picks and bans here. Looks like no title will be having the first ban. They've banned out the rating map Nomad 5. Alright, and with that ban goes to Accommodation. They're gonna ban out one of the AIM maps, free mod 1, and I'm surprised not to see a speed ban coming from no title here. I'd say they're definitely capped at speed against their title, or I meant Sleep Accommodation, especially with players like Walter Lucrece on the squad here and a couple other start speed players. I'm expecting something like either DT3 or free mod 2 coming from no title here for their last ban. And isn't Lucrece kind of Andrew? I think a couple weekends ago they may have had like a hand injury. I'm not too sure if he's gonna be present for this match or not, in all honesty. Still waiting on the last no title ban. It's not speed, might see something, maybe head into since it's ban out Nomad 5, but I wouldn't say they're definitely at a disadvantage against Sleep Accommodation on reading maps such as like Nomad 5 or even heading 2. I think that'd be kind of a last ditch effort, last ditch ban here. I'm definitely expecting at least some sort of DT, whether it be finger control DT2 or raw speed DT3. And if not, I have to assume free mod 2. It's just gotta be a speed ban here. It's gonna be a Sleep Accommodation's like main weapon, main form of assault against no title here. And they do go for that DT2 ban. Going to that more finger control base, you know, high BPM DT map here. Now we're gonna be going to Sleep Accommodation's last ban. Second and last ban. And as far as they could ban, I mean, most of these players on no title, really good tech players. Sleep Accommodation definitely has some really good tech skills here, but I think no title might be at a more advantage there. But although Sleep Accommodation does have some Maya Kokoro. Maybe they ban out AIM such as Nomad 1, maybe even Hard Rock 1 in particular. That, I'd say anything aim-wise I can assume to be banned out. Because, you know, Stream, Flow Aim, I'd say they're quite even. Maybe even Hard Rock 2, quite possibly. But they do ban out that Nomad 1. And it's kind of good to see, the custom songs have been banned out. Such songs like Nomad 4. I believe this obviously TV can't be banned out here, but yeah, Nomad 4 custom song. I know there's one more custom. Oh, and Hidden 3. Got more tech maps here. But with both all 4 bands out of the way here, we're going to be going to No Title's first pick. And I'm kind of wondering if they're going to pick something like Hidden One, start off with aim here. I'm going to try to fuse that with like Hidden One, Hard Rock 1, and even the precision aim like Hard Rock 2, if No Title's going to go down that route. And I expect Sleep Accommodation to get as much speed in there as possible, such as like Free Mod to DT3. I don't think there's really any other high VPN map like that. I think No Mod 4 is quite tapping heavy. And it looks like No Title will be going with that Hard Rock 1. Going with that aim here. And this just gotta be the, honestly, No Title's gotta be one of the best like Hard Rock 1, Hard Rock aim players in this matchup. I honestly don't really see too many teams rivaling them in Hard Rock aim. But yeah, we're gonna have Sweet Sweet Cendrilian Drug by Miryoku P. As far as who we might see from these teams here, Sleep Combination, definitely going to be seeing a Michael Crow. I believe Welter pretty much plays like almost every map. Probably going to be seeing someone like Squirrel, Raicho, maybe even Lacrice even. That or Les Perry. Or from No Title, I expect someone like Algrisimo to be in here. Emek, you know, Zyson. And Presia. But the fourth here, I think the fourth might be someone like maybe even Jungyu Wang is this extremely good aim player. Be a very good pick. Or substitution here for No Title. But I'm seeing the good luck have funs in the chat, and it looks like we are about to get ready here. First map of Resurrection Cup 2023 finals underway, starting right now. Once the client gets fixed here. But here we go. Here are the lineups for Sleep Accommodation and No Title. For this Hard Rock 1, we're going to get straight into it with the big aim jumps here. With Hard Rock added, just makes it that much harder to hit. Squirrel Welter again tripped up on the wiggle stream patterns along with Zyson here. Not Zyson, I meant Parisia. But right now, it looks like it is 2 FCs to 1 at this moment here. Early combo advantage for No Title. They also have a huge act advantage at that too. A lot of the players from Sleep Accommodation struggling with the comfortability of this Hard Rock aim map here. As we get further into this breakdown session, that Squirrely's just going to grow for the side and No Title. And now again to the first KI here. Again, just these extremely across the map strums here. But it looks like it's not chipping up anyone just yet. Everyone's looking to gain comfortability. We do see the break from Raicho here. Still not the big combo from Sleep Accommodation. Michael Crow still on the FC. Kane and Zyson still on their FCs. Algrisimo does find a break, and then goes Squirrel, one of the big supporting combos for Sleep Accommodation along with Walter. And there goes Michael Crow, the last big combo for Sleep Accommodation. All the big combos for Sleep Accommodation all going away at the end of that first Ki, and now it's just gonna be easy pickings for No Title here. Kane and Zyson still on their FCs, but they do not have too much support coming from Algrisimo and Parisia, so still gonna have to hold out here. Halfway into the map, already a 200k lead for No Title, and it's only gonna continue to grow as we get into the second core section. And it's really similar, honestly, to the first one. Just got these big overlapping jumps, and there goes Zyson along with Squirrel, but there's still no big combos on Sleep Accommodation to really make up for that break from Zyson. There goes Payne, last FC in the lobby, and there goes everyone actually. Pretty much a full lobby reset here after that second Ki. And just get this long break session, and the players already know what the deal is. no title, up just about 250k. Sleep accommodation obviously trailing here, and I really don't think there's really enough map or time left for 200k comeback from sleep accommodation. So this is already looking pretty good for no title, as they will be taking their first pick here, getting the first point on the board. But before that happens, we will have to get through this last big jump spike section here, and as you can see, it's almost impossible to hit here. Only a Myakoka really coming out alive on that one. Everyone else pretty much breaking. And it looks like we have Dio here in the caster booth right now. How's it going, Dio?
Hello. My other match that I was going to stream right now just got forfeited, so I am here instead. I, however, have 0 prep, so I'm just going off of what I know from the teams. It's looking like we're just getting started with the match. Is that right? 1-0 for no title at the moment off of Hard Rock 1?
That is absolutely correct here. No oh man, and there goes the map. All right, give me a second to get production back in here.
I could actually go live on the main channel, by the way, since I'm going to be streaming the 16 and 17 UTC matches.
Oh, okay.
How you doing? Say it.
All right, got everything back up. Just gotta set everything back up again. All right, sorry about that, everyone. But map full screen is now fixed, and it looks like it's gonna be a sleep accommodations pick, and I think they're going with speed, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, they went with DT4 tech. We kind of figured something like DT4 might benefit no title here, as they have a very extraordinary tech roster. Players like Zyson, Alagrismio, Parisia, and Jungwoo.
It's a pretty solid tech roster for leap accommodation. I think the double time 4 here is actually probably pretty solid. This team is just generally really good at double time. They have a lot of really good, not even necessarily speed players, but just DT players. So I think the DT4 pick is pretty solid for them.
trying to get the screen back up for you. I don't know what happened to it, but it's not showing.
Yeah, I can get training plans up, so no worries there. All right, getting into this double time 4. Rico, Amamiya, Kokoro, Welter, and Nathan Ram in for sleep accommodation on their first pick. MX 10,002, 3, and 7 in for no title alongside Allegrissimo, who is back in.
Now Nathan Ram's going to be the first one to find the break there, along with Walter. Is going to be given no title, that early combo advantage that is so needed. And now we'll get into it. We got a triple break coming from no title, and only going to be traded by Raicho and Nathan Ram. And there also goes Jungwoo. And Amai Kokoro is the only player with an FC in this lobby. I don't know how he's doing it right now. And he also does not break on those weird funky sliders here. And now, easy score lead for sleep accommodation, especially if still with an FC from Amai Kokoro.
A big combo, though, on multiple members for no title. MX 10,003, 7, and 2 all have combo right now. It's only Nathan Ram now with combo on sleep accommodation. Amamiya Kokoro breaking on some of the jump patterns. It's another break from Nathan Ram as well. 10,003 will drop. Rico and Welter are there to pick up some of the slack. 10,007, Jung Woo-young drops as well. Allegrissimo will find the break for no title in addition, and that should give a pretty solid lead over to sleep accommodation. 2 combos on Rico and Welter to just the 1 on MX 10,002. And there's actually another break from Rico, so this is still going to stay pretty close between the two teams. It's Welter versus 10,002 right now. Both of them right around that 400k mark. It's a 100,000 score lead or less. There goes Welter. 10,002 holds. Everyone on sleep accommodation is broken. 10,002 will break as well, but this is now down to less than 50k score lead or so. Goes back up due to act drops on the side of no title, but it is still really close, within 100,000 score here for sleep accommodation. As we get closer and closer to the end of this map, a window of opportunity for no title to take a breakpoint grows closer and closer, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep it open for that much longer. The map is basically over at this point, and there's enough combo on sleep accommodation, I think, to stave off any chance of a breakpoint for no title. So by 80k, sleep accommodation will take their first pick and tie us up 1-1.
Very risky pick, it looks like, from sleep accommodation, but they're able to come out unscathed here to equalize no title's first point. And we're going to begin to no title's second pick here. I imagine that they're just going to go on and abuse the aim here. Probably something like either like hidden one, but probably one of like the last like aim maps left in the pool.
It's typically where no title does go. I think DT1 would be fine, or hidden one would be fine. You have good DT players on the side of sleep accommodation though, so like you said, I think probably the hidden one is more likely here than the double time one.
Other than that, they might even go something like No Mod 4. They did get pretty close on that DT4 pick. I wouldn't. I imagine that No Mod 4 is probably not even off the table for no title. But I do believe that hidden one's probably going to be their strongest next pick here against sleep accommodation. But if they don't go down the aim route, I can imagine something tech, either No Mod 4 or hidden 3.
Waiting on the next pick to come out. It's gonna be Hard Rock 3 actually for the next pick for no title.
It definitely is very understandable, actually, with the type of hard rock roster they do have. Like Zyson, Pericia, Allegrissimo are on their team. That's a force to be reckoned with against hard rock.
I think this is maybe less expected than some of the other picks, though. You do have a lot of really good flow aim players on the side of Sleep Accommodation. Players like Amamiya Kokoro, Nathan Ram, Lishberry, Mbakon, Lucrece as well. So there are a lot of good players for this map for Sleep Accommodation. I think it's just a matter of how many of them they have available right this very moment. It does look like we're going to get a bit of a different roster. Skrull and Welter coming in with Amamiya Kokoro and Nathan Ram for Sleep Accommodation. I believe MX 10002 is Zyson. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, that is Zyson. Payne, Spectre, and Allegrissimo in for no title on this one.
Yeah, it's a little slow build up here, and we already see the uncomfortability from Sleep Accommodation, especially on Skrull and Walter, their accuracies here. But it seems like no one's actually having a fun time. As I looked on the side of no title here, Allegrissimo sitting at the 88%. So it looks like he's steadily recovering. But already huge advantage for Sleep Accommodation, as they're already about 200k in the lead, mainly based on accuracy. Maya Kokoro actually looks to be the most comfortable on this map, the only one with A rank accuracy at this point. But we do see two big combos from Payne and Allegrissimo. That's gonna chip away that early score lead they did get.
Allegrissimo and Zyson both break though, and now it's really kind of all on Payne to combo as much as possible. Like you said, the only player with good act is Amamiya Kokoro, and that is for a Sleep Accommodation. So no title is hard pressed to keep the combos together in this run. This is kind of the danger with picking something like this into a team with relatively good hard rock flow aim players, is that if you get out comboed at all, you're really kind of doomed on the pick. More combos dropped for both teams. Welter, Nathan Ram, everyone dropping, in fact. Every single player dropping. Skrull just chain missing completely. Looks like some kind of tech issue for him, as he just stops playing entirely for a little bit there. Drops down to 85% accuracy, and that actually swings the score lead over to the side of no title. Skrull's technical issues may just end up being what decide this map. It's spin to win at the end here after everything. Is there enough points for no title? It looks like there are. 2,000 score for no title. And super unfortunate if Skrull doesn't have those chain misses, doesn't have that period of time where he stops playing due to tech issues. That is 100% a win for Sleep Accommodation. But no title, just luck out straight up. They luck out into a win on that pick. That was not supposed to go their way, but they are able to take it anyway.
From what I see in the chat here, Skrull's monitor, I guess, went blank, if I had to take a guess here by the chat. At the worst time possible.
Yeah.
Skrull was just even able to get back in the game just like a second earlier. Sleep Accommodation definitely would have got that break point. I have to take a guess. He may or may not be coming in. Looks like we get the free mod too, the category map. One of the speed picks coming out of Sleep Accommodation here, and they should be heavily favored for this map, especially with players like Walter, Lucrece, even Amaya Kokoro. I think even Aimbot Cone might make an appearance here.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good speed players on the side of Sleep Accommodation. Not a surprise that they continue to pick into these speed maps. DT4 to start, and I think they're picking into these more techie speed picks on purpose to start things off. One of the things that I see a lot of speed teams do is they'll pick the highest BPM, most straightforward speed picks possible first, and I feel like that's in an attempt to deny any chance of a point from the opposing team on their first couple of picks, right? You pick the DT3, the DT2. Okay, your opponent can't play tapping maps, so they just lose those picks automatically. But then you save picks like this that are a lot more kind of hybrid skill set. Yes, there's speed maps, but there's a lot of other stuff going on in this pick. There is some of the slider tech, there is some of the finger control, there is some other spacing and aim changes, and these types of picks are much more likely to be a little bit of a coin flip for certain teams than stuff like the DT2, DT3, which tends to be really straightforward tapping maps. And if you pick those straightforward maps first, it gives your opponent a chance to warm up on the speed picks before you get into the most difficult speed maps or the most coin flippy speed maps in the pool. So I like picking these more coin flippy maps first with the hybrid skill set, to not give your opponents the chance to warm up and be able to deal with the speed on these picks, and instead take your points on these early and then transition into the pure tapping maps that are so difficult on tapping that even if your opponent is warmed up, they don't really have a chance to actually play them very well. You save the most difficult picks for last in terms of the straight up tapping strain. I think it works pretty well for a lot of teams. In kind of preventing some of those later match breakpoints as the map pool gets cut down smaller and smaller throughout the match.
Got the rosters in here with their chosen mod here. No surprise to see only 2 Hard Rocks in the lobby here, as I imagine that this map be super hard with that added difficulty of AR10, OD10. Getting started here. Everyone gets through the build-up section pretty easily, but we do find our first breaks coming from side Sleep Accommodation, Makokura, Raicho, and Welter alike, but it's going to be traded by everyone from the side of No Title. They did have that slight advantage there for a couple of seconds, but lost it in an instant, but there's really not too much combo in this lobby whatsoever besides on Raicho, the Hard Rock player, with almost 200 combo, but we do have some contention here coming from MX2000, also known as Zyson, and also Frisia, MX10003. We find that break from Raicho though. It's going to give the advantage right back to No Title. Walter with the recovery though, backing up Raicho. That score lead is going to stay quite stagnant there, and there's the last big combo from No Title, and Welter still holding his 500. And as I say that, he does find that miss there. But luckily, Amaya Kokoro is there to back him up, and never mind. No one can hold a consistent combo here. This map is just that hard.
It was literally just Welter until a moment ago, but he drops as well. MX10003 does have a little bit of combo, but it's not a ton, and the score lead is still 60k or so. Nathan Ram is there with a bit of a combo as well. Both of these players on Hidden. It seems like the Hidden players are having a little bit of a better time on this map than the Hard Rock players, who are all pretty much categorically having a straight up bad time on this one. Nathan Ram, Raiko, and 10,003 all break. It's 10,002, Welter, and MX10000 with some combos right now. Amamiya Kokoro not too far behind. Welter will drop. 10,002 will trade it. Amamiya Kokoro will drop as well, and that's uncontested right now. And MX10000, with the only combo in the lobby, does find the drop as well. It's 70k or so for Sleep Accommodation. The scores are just so low in this lobby overall. This map is so difficult that 70k actually ends up being more than 10% of the overall team score. It's a significant lead right now, and it keeps growing, in fact, for Sleep Accommodation, who continue to gap No Title on these speed picks halfway through the map, and only 700k team score max. Just goes to show how difficult this pick is. MX10002 and Welter with a little bit of combo. Welter would drop it. MX10002 surely soon to follow. There's the slider break. And Yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look at the accuracy, because that kind of tells a story all its own. 89% for MX10000, 94 for 10007 and 10003, 97 for 10002, but a lot more 94, 95, 96, 97 were the members of Sleep Accommodation. Nobody really struggling super heavily on the accuracy. And a lot of times when you get maps like these that are just so difficult, no one can get a big combo, it's the accuracy that ends up determining the winner. And that's really where a lot of the score lead is coming from for Sleep Accommodation right now.
For sure, we never really saw too big of a combo advantage for either side, because as soon as one side breaks, the other is soon to follow. And it looks like it's the accuracy, especially on MX10000, gonna be the biggest decider here. And we're gonna get into this last little depth spike here, and that's pretty much gonna decide it if it's not already decided by this very big score lead from a Sleep Accommodation. And it looks like Sleep Accommodation has pretty much cut out just enough through his last depth spike. Pretty much guarantee their second pick here. All it's left for Sleep Accommodation to do is just to finish out the map. Walter looks like with the last big combo on side Sleep Accommodation and in the rest of the lobby, but he will soon fall. And as we get into ending here, we really see no combos left. And with that, the score would be equalized 2-2 going into No Title's next pick. And I think they pretty much ran out of aim maps here. Could go with something like Tech. If I'm mistaken, it's going to be like No Title's probably like second best skill set coming in this match against Sleep Accommodation here.
Yeah, I feel like after the last map on that Hard Rock 3, they're probably not going to be picking into some of the more toss-up tech maps, but they are going to go for No Mod 2 here. I kind of question the pick a little bit, just because this No Mod 2 is starting to get into the realm of pure stamina and almost like speed stamina. It's 210 BPM and really stamina heavy, so you're not getting the kind of No Mod 2 that you get in early rounds, where it is more of a flow aim test, where it's not so difficult to tap, that a lot of teams can put in, you know, relatively good flow aim players who play just Space Stream farm in solo and be fine on it. No, this is a really difficult to tap map. Custom map by It's Winter for this tournament round, and 3 minutes of 210 BPM stamina is nothing to scoff at. And you're picking this into the speed team. You're picking this into the team that is winning now 2 speed picks in a row against you pretty handily. You're picking this into the team that you double banned speed against in the No Mod 5 and DT2. Or I'm sorry, No Mod 5 is actually the reading map. But you are picking this into a team that you banned double time 2 against. So I have to question it on a little bit, but clearly No Title feeling much more confident on a slightly lower BPM stamina map compared to some of the speedier picks like that free mod 2, like the DT4 that we saw earlier.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised myself to see No Mod 2 get to pick this against the very heavy tapping heavy team here. Sleep Accommodation, obviously 210 BPM for 3 minutes, probably not going to be too much trouble for them, as they're, you know, way used to higher BPMs than this. But, you know, I guess we are yet to see what could come out of this. MX10002, where's Ison, will be the first one to break in this kind of slow, I wouldn't say slow, but build up section here. No one to follow it up. As we can kind of see here in the accuracy, its comfortability coming out of Sleep Accommodation is looking a lot better than No Title here. And now we're going to get in the first, you know, big death streaming section of it. And MX10002 is going to be finding a break. Going to be followed up by chain misses from Maya Kokoro. But so far, it's still quite even in if we're talking about FCs here, we got 3, 2, well, now 2 FCs. As we see big chain misses come. Okay, there goes the whole side of sleep accommodation there. And MX10003 and Algrismio, the only players to hold FCs through that big flow aim section there. And yeah, and that's going to just be a huge combo advantage for no title.
Again, as well, accuracy in no title's favor as well. The one combo that Sleep Accommodation do have on Amamiya Kokoro is at 93% accuracy right now, so that combo not adding as much as it usually would regardless. And like you said, now with Amamiya Kokoro dropping there, there's basically no way that no title can lose this. This is a massive, massive score lead. And yeah, it's a pretty tough map to tap, but you can see the flow aim strain in these longer streams. The spacing on these and the curvature of the streams is so tight that if you don't have that flow aim alongside the 210 BPM stamina, you are really going to have a lot of trouble with these patterns. Algrismo and Spectre right now holding strong for no title, increasing the score lead even further beyond where it already is. Spectre will find the chain miss, but so will many people on Sleep Accommodation. And Algrismo continues to hold this full combo, 96% accuracy for him on this map. Let's see if he can hold on to this FC all the way through the pick, because that's really the only question we have at this point. Holds through the tight spacing streams there as well. And this is looking to be a really, really good score for Algrismo, already having won the pick for no title. In fact, I think no title could probably 3v4 without Algrismo right now, despite how good this score is from him. That is just how big the team gap is on this Nomad 2, and I was questioning the pick a little bit, but definitely a much more comfortable pick for no title than any of the DT maps or any of the speed picks in this pool. And I think that is the full combo for Algrismo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 0 misses. Full combo right there. Very, very good score for him. Not impeccable accuracy, but that is 850k unmatched by anyone else in the lobby.
No title certainly make me eat my own words right here. I did not expect the amount of dominance coming from Algrismo on that pick, and players like Spectre and Pugia there. But looks like they're gonna be getting their third point. Have not seen any breakpoints so far as we about to get in the 6th pick of the match here, and they do have one more speed maps. Probably gonna be DT3 if I'd imagine. Coming from Sleep Accommodation, that'd be the last speed pick, probably the strongest pick so far.
Yeah, I would have to imagine it's going to be the double time 3. I mean, you don't have access to the DT2, but you've already gone for DT4 free mod 2. Don't really see a reason to change the strategy just because of that no mod 2. Again, it is a tapping map, but clearly the players on no title were more comfortable with the flow aim on that map than your team. So it's not a matter of the tapping, it's a matter of the flow aim, and they're actually gonna go for no mod 3 instead.
This map.
I'm not going to question it too much based on the last map, but I am surprised, if nothing else. This isn't necessarily a flow aim no mod 3. This was Corsair's Open Grand Finals last year in 2022. Very, very aim control heavy. There is flow aim in this map, but it's a lot of like pattern focused alt, collab between Uberfaz, Half-Slash, and Captain for this map. So this is a really tricky pick overall. We did see no title almost lose on the Hard Rock 3 pick earlier. The only reason they won that pick is because of the monitor troubles for Skrull. So in that regard, I think something like this can still be pretty good for Sleep Accommodation. So it's not the speed pick that we were expecting, but it is still a pick that I think makes sense in this match.
For sure. I mean, the BPM on this map is pretty high, but it's an alt map, so you're not really actually tapping 250 BPM, I believe. That's what the map statistics say.
This is 160, so that'd be 320.
320. Oh, okay. Certainly not the same as what we saw in Fremont 2. or what we would see in DT3, but it's gonna be very tricky aim. A lot of snap aim with some flow aim mixed in. So, I mean, in some regards, this could be, you know, good pick for no title. But then again, Soup Accommodation has been looking very strong on a lot of the snap aim focused maps. So, you know, could go either way here. Getting a little bit nervous seeing Squirrel in the lobby here, hoping that he doesn't have any more technical difficulties in this map. Whatever difficulties he did have, you know, has been stomped out and fixed. But here we can have Squirrel, Kokoro, Walter, Nathan Ram 1918 for Soup Combination. We have Dyson Payne, Jungwoo Young, and Algrismo for no title. And already you can see
right into it also. Yeah. You can already kind of tell a lot of the like pattern-based stuff. You see a lot of overlapping stuff in this map as well, and yeah, it doesn't really let up at any point either. You already have a lot of combo breaks coming out of multiple members now. MX10002 and Algrismo, that'd be Zyson for MX10002. Welter also having dropped Zyson and MX10007. I don't remember that one off the top of my head. There's too many of them. Jungwoo Young, thank you. Payne also dropping now, so no FCs left for no title. It's Skrull, Amamiya Kokoro, and Nathan Ram with the FCs, and Welter on a better combo than anyone for no title. So this is looking to be the kind of gap we saw in Nomad 2, just the other way around.
Yeah, they're already almost at a 100k lead, and this is like pretty like a 3-minute 40-second map, and we're at a 100k lead. And it's only going to keep on growing from here, especially with that weird miss coming from Zyson. And now getting to the next Ki here. And still very strong lead for Soup Accommodation. Really no signs of letting up from any of these players from Soup Accommodation. Still got the 3 FCs, and never mind, Nathan Ram does find the break, but will be traded by almost everyone for no title. Jungwoo Young still holding big combo at 500, but certainly not going to be enough to match Squirrel with his FC. But with those breaks coming from Soup Accommodation, Squirrel doesn't really have any support, and now he breaks, and there's 0 FCs left in the lobby. And it looks like that combo advantage will be flipping over to no title. They do have to make up a pretty hefty score gap here. And we're halfway in the map. They have plenty of time to do it as long as Jungwoo Young can hold through here. Does have support coming from Payne and Zyson, so the chance is looking pretty good for no title. They are chipping away that score lead. And I do believe that Jungwoo Young probably has to FC the rest of the map here. Really guarantee that breakpoint they've been looking for this entire match. We find the break from almost everyone on no title. There goes Algrismo, and that was the last comment from no title. And we really see no trades but Amaya Kokoro. And that's just gonna keep Soup Foundation is gonna be keeping that score advantage, and I think may decide it right there. I believe there's one more Ki left, but still with it, almost 300k score lead to make up, it's gotta be quite impossible with the amount of map left.
Yeah, and with the combo left on Welter as well, I don't think this is going to be going over anytime soon. It just looks like this is probably already solidified as 300k, and there's barely any map left, so very well done from Soup Accommodation. Not quite the gap we saw in Nomad 2, but a solid pick nonetheless. When the team scores are, less than 2 million, 300k is a pretty big gap, so very well done from them.
And with
All right, next
no
pick
mod,
back to no title. No more tapping maps in the pool outside of something like the DT3, I don't think, at least. There is still the double time one left. If they are looking for aim maps, they might go for that. There is still the hidden one left as well. Two very different types of aim maps, but both still left in the pool. Both probably fine for no title. Again, they're probably not going for alt style maps. They almost lost on the Hard Rock 3, and now they have lost on that No Mod 3. So you're probably not seeing them pick into a lot of the other alt style maps. They are going to go for Hard Rock 2 instead. The CS 6.5 Hard Rock in this pool, song by Ferriquidus, and I think custom map for this pool. Just looking at the map ID. No, this is actually for TATHC. This is a Taishi Appreciation Tournament Hybrid Cup map. So contest map, but works pretty well, I guess, for tournament here. CS5 and pretty high star rating, 7.78 stars. This is a very techy Hard Rock 2 for sure.
certainly adding tech on top of CS 6.5 is just going to make it that much harder to precisely aim these very, very small circles. But no title should, you know, they are supposed to be the stronger aim team here, so I think they shouldn't have a hard time accessing another point here, try and get the 4th point here. But I'm assuming that no title's going to put in all the aim players. Probably going to see someone like Jungwoo Young, Alagrismo, Kane, and maybe Zyson coming in here. The accommodation, more or less gonna find Welter on pretty much every map here in this finals matchup, along with Amaya Kokoro and Nathan Ram. Seems like to be the core 3 players here for Sub Accommodation. Have not been subbing out too frequently here. We have completed 6 maps and not one team has given up a breakpoint. Kind of getting my hopes up for seeing a potential tiebreaker here in finals weekend.
It's been back and forth between these teams so far. That said, we are only 3-3. We're not quite halfway through the match, so still a long way to go to that tiebreaker. And when the pool starts getting lower and lower down in potential picks like this, that's when things really start to heat up a little bit between these teams. When you stop getting these quote-unquote guaranteed points left in the pool, that's when things start to be a little dicey at times for certain teams. That said, I think this pick is still pretty good. Very good Hard Rock roster for no title. And while you do have some pretty good Hard Rock and tech players on the side of Sleep Accommodation, I think it should still work out pretty well for no title on this pick.
And with that break from Nathan Ram, it's gonna give the combo advantage back to no title. But we do find some more trades coming from Payne and Alagrismo, and no one from Sleep Accommodation really traded back. And oh my god, pretty much a full lobby reset right there. No combo to be seen. And no one can really find the consistency to really get a good combo here. Really pretty much all based on AC right now, which Sleep Accommodation does have the better average accuracy, as it's reflected in the score bar right now. But depending on how things go, it can change drastically in a quick second. It's still only a 40,000, 30,000 point lead for Sleep Accommodation. Squirrel, Welter, and my Kokoro, though, on the recovery. But then they all find breaks. Welter, the only one surviving that. No title doesn't really have anything to really combat Welter's combo at this point, especially with another pretty much reset coming from no title there. Now that Squirrely is growing to about 150k right now, and Walter's still on his big combo. But he does have to watch out as he doesn't really have the support, and there's a reset for Walter, and now there's really no big combos in his lobby right now. The highest is going to be being on Pena and Maya Kokoro. And it's still pretty much anyone's map right now. Sleep Accommodation only has 100k in the lead, but that can change in a quick second here. And with Amaya Kokoro dropping, it seems like No Title will finally have a clear advantage on this Hard Rock 2. He does have plenty of support coming from Zeiss and Algrissimo. They find that break from Algrissimo. It looks like Sleepy Accommodation has been building up their combos to combat pain. Do find the break from Nathan Ram though. Only big combo on Welter for Sleepy Accommodation, and he breaks, and so does everyone else. And now that they were able to chip away the score lead just a little bit, but certainly not going to be enough. This will be the first breakpoint we've seen in this finals matchup. Only a quarter of the map left, and really no combo to be seen on No Title. And it looks like Sleepy Accommodation is going to be actually growing the score lead here. You find more breaks coming from Sleep Accommodation, and there's the last big combo from No Title, and I think that might be it there.
It's looking like a first break point in this match. Amamiya Kokoro with combo still intact. They, Welter, and Skrull all above 300k. Only MX 10,003 and 2 above 300k for No Title. Algrissimo finally getting there, but it's just not quite enough. The extra score on those three members for Sleep Accommodation is more than enough to now combat the four-way 300k for No Title on this map, and it's going to be an over 100,000 score lead by the end of the pick. Very well done from Sleep Accommodation to get those high scores, get themselves a break point in this match. Now up 4-3 and looking to consolidate with their next pick.
And I imagine that'd be something like DT3. That's probably going to be the strongest pick at this point here. And nothing better than consolidated breakpoint with DT3 for Sleep Accommodation. I imagine after his DT3 pick from Sleep Accommodation, it's pretty much going to be a lot of toss-up maps from here on out. Does seem like Lucrece is not present for his matchup, so that is one of their speed players that's not present for Sleep Accommodation, so it might put him at a slight disadvantage, but I don't think No Title really has stacked enough roster to really compete against Sleep Accommodation on speed, because they still have players like Burwell, Nathan Ram, and Welter.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really think it matters for No Title. I don't think they're going to be able to win a lot of these speed picks anyway. We've seen throughout the rest of the match, Sleep Accommodation has just been straight up better on them, even without Lucrece here. And that's the power of depth of roster when you get to these later rounds. If you have 5 or 6 people who can go in for a speed map, you know, it is one of the most prevalent skill sets in map pools right now. So if you have quite a lot of people who can go in for it, then it doesn't really matter if you're missing 1 or 2 of them. You can just throw in the rest of your roster and be fine. It's going to be the Fremont 4 instead, though. 160 BPM once again, going back to some of the alti picks in this pool, right around that 150 to 170 BPM range or so. Again, almost winning the Hard Rock 3, if not for Skrull's monitor problems, winning the No Mod 3, and now going for Free Mod 4, which are all relatively similar in skill set. So Sleep Accommodation firing off once again with a pick that is probably going to be pretty solid for them. No Title really hard pressed to win this map and take back the breakpoint they just lost. If they can turn it around on one of these more alt focused picks, you don't have to worry so much about the double time 3 to come out from Sleep Accommodation. You don't have to worry as much about something like the Hidden 3 as well. 175 BPM on that pick. And probably relatively good for sleep accommodation as well. If you went on this free mod 4, they probably hesitate picking that Hidden 3 and maybe go for something like the Hidden 2 instead.
Sorry about my dogs there, but I mean, no title. If they're not able to find a breakpoint here soon, I imagine sleep accommodations probably going to use that on match point to secure the victory. So that, I imagine that's the reason why they've been holding out in DT3, if no other reason. Yeah, getting into this free match war, going with just absolutely just pulling out all the alt picks here. So far, it looks like to be one of their strongest skill sets here against no title. I've yet to see any reading get picked here yet. I did see the no mod 5 ban coming from no title. I imagine that Hidden 2 might even be a good pick for sleep accommodation, if not DT3.
See what they end up going with after this. For now, it's an attempt once again at a breakpoint for no title after losing the previous one. Spectre, Pain, Zyson, and Allegrissimo in for them. Hidden for Spectre, Zyson, and Allegrissimo. Hard Rock for Pain only. Similar strategy for sleep accommodation with Welter on the Hard Rock and everybody else. Skrull, Amamiya Kokoro, and Nathan Ram on the Hidden. Early combo lead for sleep accommodation here, as 2 of their 3 hidden players are still on the FC. Amamiya Kokoro on the reverse choke right now. Only 1 big combo on Spectre, not even at the level of Amamiya Kokoro with that combo. Allegrissimo bringing up the rear with another one, but going to find the drop once more. And this map just not going well for no title. Skrull and Nathan Ram still on the full combos, even with that drop for Amamiya Kokoro. Both of them hitting the back and forth sliders there as well. I mean, this map is not easy. You can understand the break for no title here. It's a really solid performance by the members of Sleep Accommodation, who are still holding this full combo over halfway through. Nathan Ram is going to break during the slow section, but Skrull is still holding through these super high velocity reverse sliders, able to hold on 3/4 of the way through the map now, finally finds a slider break. But that is more than enough damage done at this point. I think they are a nearly double score over no title right now, and this is 100% going to be the consolidated breakpoint for Sleep Accommodation, 5-3.
And yeah, with a map as short as this one, things can get out of hand pretty quickly. As we saw, Sleep Accommodation pretty much already guaranteed their point halfway through the map, and now they can pretty much just chill through this last section until they complete the map, which they just did, and they won it by over 600,000 points. Very, very decisive lead for Sleep Accommodation. And that's just going to be putting the pressure on no title to be able to find, a break point here. If they don't get the next pick, then I don't see a pathway to victory for no title. And with their next pick,
as you say, if they lose this one, I mean, there's still Hidden 3 left. There's still DT3 left for Sleep Accommodation. So no title really backs against the wall right now with this pick. If they don't actually manage to take the point right now, it's going to be really, really difficult to stay alive in this tournament. This is loser's bracket. Loser of this match does drop out of the tournament after this. So no title fighting for their tournament lives at the moment. Sleep Accommodation looking to knock them out. No title now. If you are picking as no title, I feel like you really want to be picking into something either just straight up tech, but a little bit higher BPM. Maybe something like the Fremod 3, but that is low approach rate as well. You banned out that no mod 5 against this squad. You can pick into the Hidden 1, you can pick into the DT 1. The Hidden 3 I don't think is going to be a good pick. Maybe you just pick the no mod 4 here for no title. It's unbanned, has not been picked yet. You've picked 3 Hard Rocks and 1 all but the Hard Rock 2. I feel like the Nomad 4 might end up being the pick. It is going to be the DT1 though. One of the 2 remaining AIM maps in this pool will be the pick for no title. We were kind of talking about this near the start of the match as a potential pick for no title, so I do think it works out. That said, bit of a map that could favor sleep accommodation just by virtue of it being DT. 260 BPM almost, 7.8 stars, and AR 10.5 DT aim. Not something that is necessarily just pure aim in this map either. So it could go the way of sleep accommodation if their DT players are really on point at the moment, and it seems like they are performing pretty well. So no title gonna have to be careful about giving up a breakpoint on this one. Hoping the aim is on point, hoping the speed is on point, hoping that high approach rate reading is on point for no title.
Yeah, for sure. I would kind of pick no title, pick Hidden One over DT1 just for the fact that it's just a DT mod in general with the high AR and higher BPM. And it's not just like your standard, like, you know, farm DT1 map. This is a roll pan custom for this tournament. Anyone who played any roll pan maps, he definitely adds some spiciness to his maps, especially his more high skill cap aim maps. So, you know, it could definitely go both ways here. Just all got to be dependent on the key eye sections and jump spikes here. Gonna definitely see a lot of the team's aim players coming in here. No titles, probably gonna put in Alec Ricimo, Dyson, and we see Jung Woo Young in there. Soup Accommodation gonna have Maya Krokra, Welter, Raicho, and Scrowell. Kind of already 10 seconds in, you kind of see the comfortability difference between these two teams. But no matter the actual difference, Welter and Microcro will be finding the first breaks, given no title the very, very early combo advantage. But right now it's going to be 2 FCs, 2-2 on Raicho Squirrel, Zyson, or Parisia and Algrissimo. Better supporting combo for Soup Combination though, but Raicho is going to be one of the last FCs to go down for Soup Combination. Squirrel, the lone FC for Soup Combination. Algrissimo and Parisia still hold their FCs with a pretty decent accuracy as well at 98%. Top accuracies in the lobby. Not only they have the combo, they also have the advantage too. Algrissimo does go down. And there goes Parisia. All the FCs are gone for no title, and Welter, or I meant Squirrel, is going to be the low FC in this lobby with Welter with a very high supporting combo. Better combo than anyone on the side of no title as that too. And we can already see the score lead just growing favorably inside of Sleep Combination. Bro really showing no signs of backing down on this one too. He does have 95% act, but you know, as we know, Osu combo is king here. And that score lead just keeps on growing, about to hit 200k in the lead. Jungwoo Young is on the combo recovery at 600, and there goes Scrowell. Huge reset for Sleep Combination, and it's gonna heavily favor no title. And with Parisia and Jungwoo Young on their recoveries here, they should be able to chip away at some of that score lead here. But we do have to find a break from Welter, and that's it. That's the break that no title's been waiting for, and now it should be within no titles. I don't even know how to put it in words, but with Jungwoo still coming away,
be in their grasp.
Yeah, there's light at the end of the title, at the end of the tunnel. Oh my god, cannot speak today. And there's a break from Jungwoo Young. I don't know if there's any recovery from that. And unfortunately, they will be giving up another breakpoint, 2 breakpoints in a row. No title.
Yeah, this is looking like it might be the end of the road here for no title. They are pretty much at the end of their tournament life, it seems. 740k from Zhang Young, 580k from Parisia, but double 700ks from Walter and Skrull. And it's match point for Sleep Accommodation. They have the next pick as well. No title would have to win 2 picks from Sleep Accommodation and their own next pick after this in order to force the tiebreaker. And that is the only scenario in which they make it through this match. So definitely a tough ask from no title, and Sleep Accommodation really not in a good, or sorry, Sleep Accommodation in a very good spot right now. 2 chances to close this out cleanly. So I'm honestly expecting Sleep Accommodation to win this, whether with the DT3 or the Hidden 3. I think are probably the 2 most likely picks for them. Maybe after that DT1, you just go straight into the DT3, keep up the speed maps, and take another point on one of those speed picks that you have been dominant on all match long. That said, Hidden 3, it's 175 BPM. It's a little bit faster than some of the other ulti picks in this pool, but it is still similar in style. And so you could probably take a point on that as well if you just feel more comfortable going into more aim control. Just go into the Hidden 3. I think either of them are fine, and Sleep Accommodation very likely to go into one of those 2 and close it out here.
For sure, for sure. I definitely expect. Oh, they go with the Hidden 3, the custom song from Crymek.
I believe the Kremet custom song is Nomad 4 in this pool. This is a different one by Raitoli. It is custom mapped by Calicube for this tournament, but I don't believe it's custom song.
I know there's 2 custom songs. Oh yeah, this is one of the custom
Oh, this
songs.
is a custom. Yeah, this is a custom song as well by Raitoli.
Definitely hoping for a pick like this, that or No Mod 4, at least one of the custom songs to at least showcase in one of these finals matches here. And Sleep Accommodation is going to be looking to close out this match with some hidden tech here. Might be even a little bit more of a toss-up. I think Sleep Accommodation has just a slightly better hidden reading ability on their side over no title. No title backs against the walls. They're gonna have to win 3 points in a row to prolong their tournament endeavors here. And that's definitely gonna be very, very hard for them to do with a team like Sleep Accommodation in their faces here. But potential last map. This lose bracket finals match here. This will decide if no title goes home or stays for another map. We'll find the early breaks from my Kokoro and King. It's a decently long map, so it's not going to matter too heavily here. But we're already seeing a lot of breaks coming from both sides here early on. We're not even in the big Ki disc spikes here. And yeah, there's no FCs except for Allegrismo. He's the lone FC in this lobby here early on. And we're seeing constant breaks come from Sleep Accommodation. Nathan Ram and
Allegrismo back in. He's doing it. He's actually doing it. It's full combo still, almost halfway through the map. 60k score lead for no title. Amamiya Kokoro has some combo, but so do Parisia and Payne to match Kokoro and Nathan Ram. It's Allegrismo uncontested for no title right now. Keep him in. He's still going with this full combo. 2/3 of the way into the map. Still popping off. It was this man who full comboed the Nomad 2 for no title. He's still full comboing this Hidden 3 after the slider stream as well. How far can he go on this map? How far can he take No Title in this match? The pop-off performances that No Title needs for them to stay in the tournament are coming out of Allegrissimo right now. The memes have breathed life into reality as Allegrissimo staying in and finally finding one miss here on a random jump in this map. One slider break as well near the end here, but that doesn't matter if he misses at this point. 670k is almost double the next best score from Amamiya Kokoro of the 460k or so. Extremely good score from Allegrissimo, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for No Title to stay in this match.
Absolute pop-off performance from Allegrissimo. He is one of the sole carries here for Hidden 3 and definitely showed up for this match here. He did not want to get eliminated from the tournament this early on. He's like, I'm going to take y'all a tie. Well, I'm going to put one more step out there, hopefully take all a tiebreaker, and the light at the end of the tunnel just shined a little bit brighter for No Title. They will have to win their own pick and catch one more breakpoint from Sleep Accommodation and take them the tiebreaker.
And just look at the team gap there for No Title. Everybody else is at 300k or lower. It is multiple 400ks and a high 300k for Sleep Accommodation. So if Allegrissimo doesn't hard carry that map, No Title is just eliminated. He has basically put the team on his back for that one. And maybe you just lean into whatever this guy is feeling comfortable on, right? If the rest of your team cannot really contest the overall scores coming out of Sleep Accommodation, just lean into whatever this guy is feeling comfortable on, because he is your one shining hope in this match right now for No Title. Was without a doubt the best score that we've seen in the match on that Nomad 2 earlier in the match as well. Is one of the reasons that they have gotten this far in this match so far. It's going to be the Nomad 4. And after that last map, I can't say I'm super surprised. Allegrissimo looked incredible on the relatively techy, high spacing Hidden 3. So for Nomad 4 to come out now, 2 custom songs in a row, by the way. This one by Crymek, also mapped by Crymek. Can't say I'm super surprised that they go for this Nomad 4 after the performance Allegrissimo just had on the Hidden 3. Again, lean into your strongest player. He is the person who just put the team on his back. Let him do it again. Let him stay in. If he's feeling comfortable, if he's feeling good, get him on the best maps possible that you can put him on and keep him in the lobby. And as for Sleep Accommodation, their next pick, I want to see something that Allegrissimo does not play. Because if you are Sleep Accommodation, you see this guy pop off and put the team on his back. You see him do it again on this Nomad 4 potentially. You want him out of the lobby as soon as possible. So the next pick for Sleep Accommodation, if No Title wins this, I think is going to be something where Allegrissimo does not play the map. Not sure exactly what that is going to be at this moment, but for now it's Nomad 4, and this is definitely something you want to keep him in for.
Quite honestly, in other words, let the man cook. Let him cook. But yeah, essentially without Allegrissimo, I don't know if No Title would have made it this far into this match here, especially with the pop-offs like Nomad 2 and our recent map Hidden 3 here. And hopefully we see the same pop-off performance on Nomad 4. It's obviously gonna be No Title's best bet here. I do believe that this is putting their best foot forward into the last pick. And hopefully if they do win this, you know, their confidence goes up, and you know, hopefully they pick up another breakpoint from Sleep Accommodation. Seeing the golfs in the chat here. Nomad 4 gonna be No Title's best hope here to continue on in the match. And yes, we are not surprised to see Allegrissimo in here in the bottom right corner.
All right. Second custom song in a row. Picked up for No Title here, the Nomad 4. Joining Allegrissimo are Pain, Spectre, and Parisia for this map. Skrull, Walter, Amamiya Kokoro, and Nathan Ram. Amamiya Kokoro, traitor to No Title, the one Korean player on the side of Sleep Accommodation versus the all-Korean No Title. Traitor to his country for this tournament, it seems. But has looked really good through this match as well. and is one of the best tech players in tournament. I'm personally looking at Amamiya Kokoro to carry this pick for sleep accommodation. Had the best score on the hidden 3 as well for sleep accommodation on the previous pick. So you can expect Amamiya Kokoro to be the one to try and match Allegrisimo on this map. Starts off pretty slow. Relatively easy patterning so far. Everybody should be comboing this part. Nothing to write home about so far. Any breaks at this point are likely more of a fluke than anything else. Welter going to find one of those. But again, probably not much to talk about at this point. Relatively calm so far in this map. Everybody's still holding on. We are already a third of the way through, by the way. Map is finally starting to come into its own here. Parisia going to be dropping for no title. Everybody else still holding the full combo, though, aside from Welter and Parisia. Amamiya Kokoro will drop on the cut stream there now. Patterning in this map is relatively tame compared to the hidden 3, but it is still forcing some drops out of a couple of people. Spectre going to drop as well now. It's still overall score lead for no title. Allegrisimo and Payne drop at the same time, though, and now Skrull and Nathan Ram with a double full combo are poised to take this point for sleep accommodation halfway through the map, and that is disaster for no title, and that may just be the match.
Very short map here. Every break just counts heavily, and unfortunately, Allegrisimo found his break right in the middle of the match, or in the map, so that's going to heavily cap a score around 500 600k. And of course, Nathan Ram and Squirrel still comboing away, still FCing away with very good accuracy too, over 99%. And yeah, if they keep on comboing here for another 10 seconds here, it's unfortunately gonna be over for no title. Gonna be giving up another breakpoint, and they are still FCing here, especially through his critical disc spike. Oh my lord. Nathan Ram does find the break there, but with Scarlet still comboing, it's safe to say that at this point we'll be going to sleep accommodation, and they will be advancing further into the finals weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately for no title, there's just nothing they can do. 500,000 score lead. Growl is going to carry sleep accommodation to this point. 770k and climbing for him. Not quite the full combo, but damn close to it on this Nomad 4. And that is one hell of a score to end things off on for sleep accommodation. 800k by the end of the map for Skrull. And a 500,000 score lead on that Nomad 4. Extremely solid from them. Unfortunately, Allegrisimo not able to pull off the solo carry performance that he had on the hidden 3. It's a lot of pressure to put on one person, and unfortunately, Allegrisimo not measuring up to the very high standards from that hidden 3, and a no title going to be dropping out of the tournament. 7-4 against sleep accommodation. Top 6 though for no title. Once again, a full Korean roster with no Flying Tuna, no Karcher, and no worst HR player, and no Amamiya Kokoro. Still getting top 6, as if that doesn't go to show just how strong South Korea is as a country right now. For them to still be able to put together a full Korea roster that gets top 6 without their 4 strongest tournament players really speaks volumes about just how good that country is at us right now.
And with that performance, unfortunately, we will be saying goodbye to no title, as they will be getting top 5, right? Top 6 in the tournament.
Top six, tied for 5th and 6th.
And with that sleep accommodation, we'll move on. Their match has their next matchup has yet to be decided. It's going to be the winner of Monkey Pro versus Halcyon. Looks like that match is going to get started up, but unfortunately, I do have to take my leave here. I have other things going on today, so unfortunately, I won't be able to stream that match right now, but it is ongoing. But no matter what, next matchup will be tomorrow at Sunday 1500 C, no matter who wins between Maki Pro and Halcyon. Oh no, I lied. It's at 17 UTC Saturday today.
Yep, and it's going to be later today. So good luck to all of the teams who are going to be playing in that one. I'll be there as well. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. I'm going to go ahead and get the other stream started with Maki Pro versus Halcyon. And we're going to go ahead and swap over to the main stream for that one. Congratulations again to Sleep Accommodation. They have secured top 4 in Resurrection Cup. And thanks again to No Title for playing. We'll see you later.